Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin Sarachik, and I am back in Fenix Studios in Staten Island, New York, and I'm going to bring you the very best news in Christian hip-hop today. This is a loaded episode because we got a lot of awesome stuff going on, and we have some announcements of our own too, so let's jump into it. Our first story, one of the largest news publications in the world, USA Today, decided to jump on the Christian rap bandwagon after all this news about Flame versus Katy Perry and NF being the #1 album. Well, they posted the 6 Christian rappers that you need to know. So their list includes NF, Lecrae, Andy Mineo, Social Club Misfits, Wande, and No Big Deal. Obviously, there's a ton more Christian rappers. This was a pretty big start for them. It's a cool little plug for these guys and girl to get featured on USA Today and hopefully bridge the gap a little bit. Hopefully they could see that Christian rap is not really a thing as they described it, or like a fad that's just happening. It's been around obviously almost as long as regular hip hop, but maybe we can branch out and get some more coverage, and finally people like NF and Lecrae and some of the awesome things they do get more mainstream recognition instead of surprise #1 album on Billboard beats Chance the Rapper. How did that happen? So it's a good first step. It's a nice look. Shout out to those guys and girl for always holding it down and killing it. Our second story is the annual Dove Awards just announced their nominations. Ton of the best and the who's who of Christian music were announced, getting awards every single year. We're gonna focus on the CHH people. A lot of you guys in the comments were asking, hey, where's NF? Well, you kind of have to have your label submit for you to be part of the Dove Awards or any awards show period. There's a whole thing that a lot of people don't understand. I really don't understand it 100% either, but it has to do with labels and submitting and payment and getting involved, and that's why you never really see indie rappers or indie artists for that matter get nominated for Dove Awards, Grammys, and things like that. It's kind of more paperwork on the label side. So without further ado, let's get into who has been nominated. Aaron Cole is up against a few other artists for Artist of the Year. He's the only rapper on that list. Andy Mineo, Gavi, Lecrae, Social Club, and Stephen Malcolm each grabbed nominations for Hip Hop Song of the Year. Andy Mineo, Gavi, Lecrae, Tadashi, and Stephen Malcolm are each nominated for Hip Hop Album of the Year. And you can see what those nominations are on Rapzilla.com for the songs and the album. Next up, Andy Mineo is dropping his Work in Progress project on August 23rd, which is this Friday. It's comprised of unreleased, kind of raw versions of songs that he's worked on or not released or released in some sort of fashion over the last few years. He's already released a couple of these as singles for you to hear. We're super excited because it's just a nice, beautiful piece of unfinished work that he's throwing out there for everyone to hear. You can hear his creative process. There's a podcast to go with each one, special artwork on all of them. And you have to know that if he's dropping songs that already are in the vault, that he's probably working on some new stuff right now. So this is just gonna hold us over. So that's super exciting. Andy Mineo, Work in Progress. Check that out this Friday. This week, we did an interview with Rapzilla freshman Don Revco. He grew up in Honduras to a family of missionaries. He looks very white, he looks very young, but he does amazing Latino music, and it's because of that Honduran background that he grew up in. He speaks Spanish, he's influenced by the culture. He lived there until he was 10 years old, and he actually feels more at home in Central America than he does in the US. So Don is doing some really special things with music right now. He has a heart for Latinos and the culture, and he's making incredible music. He explains his whole story and kind of his testimony into the music he's doing and how he was raised. So you can check that out on Rapzilla right now. So if you've seen the movie Canal Street, directed by Ryan Lamar, he recently dropped a short film with 1K Few. So we have that on our YouTube channel, Instagram. You could check that film out right now. It's pretty cool. 1K Few is definitely into film and cinematography because he's been playing around with film for the last year or so with documentary. He's doing a YouTube series. So 1K Few definitely knows kind of where the future is for an artist and Ryan Lamar is making that vision come true. So you could check that out on Rapzilla right now. All right, and announcement time. So we, Rapzilla.com, are partnering with Reach Records at this year's A3C Festival in Atlanta. A3C is one of the biggest festivals in the United States. It's a whole week of conferences and different things where artists can just learn and workshop and get to know people and network. And then the weekend is a bunch of concerts. Last year, Chad Horton and I went and we did the Rapzilla Beat Battle, which was amazing. We got to see people like Wu-Tang Clan, Royce the 5'9", DJ Premier, all perform. We saw many great conferences, one hosted by Goody Mob, another one hosted by RZA. So it's just a really cool experience. You get to see a lot of people in Christian hip hop coming through, and now we kind of have an influence in there and kind of a foot in the door to just make things happen. We're happy to partner with Reach Records, who are home in Atlanta, and we're gonna do a cool concert, perhaps another beat battle. So stay tuned for more details on that, because that is coming fast. And as always, I wanna direct your attention to the Rapzilla Spotify, where you can listen to the Rapzilla playlist. Then you can head on over to newh2o.com, where you can learn more about your favorite Christian hip hop indie artist. And indie artists, you can learn some tips of the trade too. Then you can head on over to Pandora for the Christian Rap Mix to hear some exclusive commentary about everything that's going on with the record and song process of that person. Also, we had Aaron Cole on the Chris Chicago show this week, so that's a great interview. And I'm gonna leave it off, as I always do, with a shout out to Fenix Studios in Staten Island, New York. Thank you for hosting this show. They are a one-stop shop for mixing, recording, mastering, music videos, anything you need as an artist, they have it here. Let us know how you would like to get involved with Fenix Studios, and you can get 30% off your first endeavor. And if you want to sponsor or advertise or be part of the Rapzilla News Show, hit us up on me at Rapzilla.com. And that's it. A lot of news today. Justin Sarachik, you all have a great day. Peace.